Former President Goodluck Jonathan on Wednesday supported the calls for electronic voting in the country. According to him, the system would not only ensure the independence of the independent National Electoral Commission but also make elections in the country credible. He stressed that he finds it difficult to believe the opposition that has greeted the use of the electronic voting despite the advancement technology has brought. Jonathan spoke while delivering a lecture on Wednesday at the inauguration ceremony and lecture of the National Defense College, course 30 in Abuja. He said, "There's no doubt that the independence of the electoral management body is the key plank upon which a thriving democracy rests. In Nigeria, the agency with the constitutional responsibility for this role is the Independent National Electoral Commission. There is a need for those involved in the ongoing electoral reforms to review their efforts and ask themselves some tough questions. That way, they will be able to determine whether they are advancing the cause of democracy by working to enhance and protect the constitutionally guaranteed duties of INEC or seeking to encumber the body with unnecessary posturing capable of negatively affecting the exercise of its independence in the conduct of elections. I have always made the case that electronic voting is the way to go if we truly desire to secure the credibility and integrity of our elections. It is difficult, therefore, to understand why the argument against the possibility of electronic transmission of election results continues to persist, despite all the advancements made in information and communication technology over the years. If we truly desire to deepen the roots of democracy in our land, we should not seek to reverse the progress already recorded by INEC in the application of modern tools in the court of elections, but aim to improve the processes in the light of new technology. Speaking on the theme, human security and national development, the whole society approach, the former president said emphasis should be placed on human security. This one that this man is now beginning to talk now. He's going somewhere because all this year for the past 6 years he has not even said any meaningful thing. That is their own problem. They are the ones who have caused the problem in one way or the other. They have contributed to the problems of this country. One thing is that Nigerians quickly, easily forget. Once you just do one little thing, they begin to say a different thing altogether. You are all in this. You have created all this mess. You are part of the people who have created this mess in the first place. And come to think of it, you were there. This issue of a national confab, the restructuring that could have been done easily. What did you people do? You wasted the efforts and see the problem we are getting. If you had done the needful, these people who are non-entities calling themselves leaders now, they wouldn't have come in the first place. People knew that they had nothing to offer, but now they have come. It's that they have proved the people right. Because if you have done the right thing, if you have done the needful, a true Democrat, highly respected, highly appreciated, and the father of modern day democracy, all of you are deceiving yourself. He did that out of fear and what have you. I honestly align myself with your opinion on the e-voting system in the next election. However, Nigeria is a living paradox and can't function without good people like you. I will appreciate you concentrate and focus more on the emergence of Niger Delta Republic. Yeah, this one, ordinary restructuring that he could have done better. They play with it because thinking that it was coming for the second term. At the end of the day, he lost it all. It is high time Nigeria emulates the mother of democracy, USA. Popular vote shouldn't qualify the presidential candidate. Let us use electoral college votes to state that generate higher revenue to federal government, have more points to elect country leader, not just a worthless population. Amajiris, electoral votes should determine the winner, not just popular votes. State that contributes more to the federal government and development of the country stands better chance in producing the president, not states that go into their room to produce more beggars, bandits, and terrorists in the name of population. Abio. Yeah. I don't know why Nigerians still listen to politicians, the same set of people that dehumanized you for decades ago. You still listen to them every 4 years. They tell you different story. All they care is election. who become the next president, the next Luther. Doctors are on strike. People are dying. It's not worth discussion. Their problem is election. I now understand why only 50 Europeans colonize the whole of West Africa. Imagine doctors being on strike in the UK or US and the leaders will be discussing about 2023. It is sad. It is sad, and that is a very, very good point. They are not talking about that. Oh, election. Even if you see them at upper and lower chamber at the Senate, the floor of the Senate, it is only election. Most of the amendments they are always doing about a next election, this and that is just what they are concerned about. Even the so-called the lawmakers cannot even stand and say no. This is it. All everybody is busy talking about 2023. Where will power go to? Where will power not go to? That is why the so-called northern governors are being accused of being insensitive to the plight of the Kaduna people where they went to go and hold meeting. They never talked about the people that were killed. It's a normal thing. On how to strategize themselves, who is going to get what, who is going to get juicy appointments. Those are the things that they are concerned about. Election. Give them the power, they can't do anything. They have nothing to offer. See all of them at their various seats. Nothing can be said about that. It is unfortunate. I really align with this particular person. All those things are not worth talking about. Electronic voting, this and this and this and that. They give them the power. Now, what are you going to do? People are dying. People are suffering. Nigeria was amalgamated with useless and wasted leaders from the onset to date, and this present one become more useless. Those opposed to electronic voting are the evil ones who want to remain in power forever. They are so engrossed with the manual way of committing electoral malpractices to favor them. When you ask Kaduna people, you will know why not oppose electronic voting. You cost it all because you should have signed the 2014 confirm in the bid. We have all this. Yeah, like I said, if he had done the needful, these non-entities wouldn't have been in power as we speak. Yeah, that is it. Refuse to do this. All of you are playing politics. Now you don't come off now. Your eye don't clear. You call it talk. And people are saying, hey, the father of democracy. I don't. You know, some people are so gullible. So any little thing, hey, all of those things that he considered defeat, it is out of fear. Forget all those rubbish. And the people who were working with him, all of them, they are disappointed him. So there was no way we could trust them. And that was why he just considered defeat. And now we are singing as if he has done no good. To me, he has done nothing. Maybe to you, because majority of the people are so gullible. We are not deep thinkers. Not at all. We just run with anything. Electronic voting is the best option for Nigeria, but the so-called change will never be in support for their selfish interests. We oppose electronic voting because we don't want it to be like card readers you brought them. Can you imagine? I don't think in that direction. I also appreciate the clause that takes care of its viability, visibility, and efficiency by the INEC. If not, any result from area where electronic voting failed will be disregarded, and that will pose another danger in the making, because we are not a systemic people. We don't do things right. And that's why you are thinking of a rubbish here and there.